Hello, welcome to episode 4 of our Timberborn Update 2 Let's Play with the Iron Teeth. We made a lot of progress last episode and also made some mistakes that are probably going to cause our colony to collapse if we don't fix them immediately. So let's go ahead and pause the game real quick and I'll explain to you a little bit about what happened last time. So I was expanding all of these different industrial things and I was kind of forgetting about the fact that we had gotten rid of a lot of the berry bushes. And then I went and added more of these breeding pods. And the thing you need to understand about the breeding pods is they require berries and water pretty much constantly. So when all of these guys started getting older and dying off and not being replaced immediately, then that left fewer people to tend to the breeding pods and fewer people to really do kind of everything else. And then this just kind of stopped working. And then we started running out of berries because I got rid of a bunch of the berries. And then we started running out of water. And then, you know, it just kind of dog piles on from there. So we're going to attempt to rectify this at least a little bit. So what we really need to do is focus on making sure the rest of our food reserves are in good shape. Because they ate the berries that were supposed to be for these little baby beavers because they didn't have anything else to eat. So we've kind of prepared for that by building this other farm over here. But we've also kind of not prepared for it because we haven't built any bakeries yet, which we are going to immediately research and then put in and try to get a little bit of a recovery going. This shouldn't need... This doesn't need power, right? No. So we're going to put a bakery right here, just because we can. Probably, honestly, should put in 2 of these. So we'll put in 2 right across from each other. And I think that's the only thing that I have allowed to be built right now, so we're going to let them go ahead and get to it. We're going to pause our breeding pods real quick, just so we don't completely mess everything up. Now, some of you have also said, hey, why do you have these water pumps right here? Well, there's a very good reason, and that's because I haven't moved them yet. So we're going to go ahead and pop this guy here. And then we're going to do another one, I think. Not quite. Not quite. Can I? No, we're gonna have to extend. I didn't want to put this one until I dynamited this out, but this is so high anyway, I don't think we need to worry about it. And I had kind of avoided putting these in because, you know, it just takes so much more time to unlock everything that I just kind of didn't want to worry about it. But I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. We're going to let them recover a little bit with some water pumping. And we'll take care of a couple of other things here. Now, something somebody suggested in the comments, a lot of you guys leave really good comments, by the way, is that the water source, apparently, according to them, is not subject to head pressure, which is basically how high a water column can get from a source at the bottom. So what we could theoretically do is build a bunch of levees way up here surrounding this, and then basically forcing a giant water column that would then flow out the top and be, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess a consistent dispenser of water during the droughts by way of floodgates. It might be something we take on a little later. I'm not super pressed for getting that done right this second. But it is a great idea, I'll tell you that. Get rid of these we don't need those anymore. Probably should build another grill. Since we have well, we only have 13 potatoes. We're gonna get more. Might actually want to build a thing for potatoes over there, but we're not quite there yet. We'll go ahead and just get that guy all the way taken care of there. Actually, we should make this guy just neutral. but the hauling post can definitely be a lower priority job. I think that's probably fine there. This one should be, yep. Oh, we had somebody die of hunger. Well, how did that happen? We're not completely out of food. We're just running a little low. Okay, so now we have the problem. We don't have any gears, and we're not going to have any gears. Of course, we're not going to have any gears until the end of the drought, because that's what has to power these, and we don't have engines yet. And I have to have gears to build engines anyway, so, you know, it's kind of a moot point. But we shouldn't be that hard up for potatoes. We have so many. We have so many potatoes here. Unless they're just hauling stuff. Well, this is part of the fun of going in completely blind, more or less, as you get to kind of learn all the fun stuff as it happens, and all the dumb mistakes. That being said, I think I'm going to try something somebody suggested as well, stacking these things. I can't really do it the way I wanted to right here because it's gonna, you know, go into the wall. But somebody says that you can actually, and they're not going to build this yet, I'll just do a demonstration. You can stack them and rotate like this, and then just go around and build an entire scaffolding around it with staircases, and that gives you a very efficient log storage. We'll try that eventually, not right now. I think we're in pretty good shape log-wise without that. Just waiting on the gears. Waiting on gears. I would build those little treadmill wheels, but those also require resources I really don't want to spend. Well, I guess I could because it's, you know, it's only 40 logs. What's the big deal? But it's just kind of annoying. Takes a long time, and then you also have to have a beaver to go in there. Dying of old age. We're going to have to unpause these pretty quick, but we've been so hard up for the berries, we really can't. So here's to the end of the drought. Come speedily, please. We beg. Yeah, we can leave the smelters paused. We can very safely leave those paused. Probably got a little bit too eager on that. But, what's the saying? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We are so very close. And I think a couple of you have mentioned, trying to get more water underneath the sky, but, I mean, it's, you know, it's doing a whole lot. Like, it's actually making good power, so I don't think we really need to increase water pressure on it. We could pretty easily put a levee back here, which I think we actually might do. Just to say that we did. I actually don't know. I can probably get away with doing this. We'll see if that lets them do that. But I digress. Our gears are turning, literally, once again. But we are occasionally losing some beavers to hunger, which is no bueno. We have, for whatever reason, okay, they're still harvesting these. But they are very slowly grilling these potatoes, so we're probably going to want to go ahead and put in another grill. Just because, one, it doesn't cost anything, it's free. I think I can fit... I think I can get away with this. Yeah, I should be able to. So we'll actually just go like that. And I think that was the whole deal, was I had to unlock these. Or I guess I really don't. I could just stack these. So, like, what's the big deal with that? I just wanted to make sure that that was going to clear when we got in there. We'll go ahead and, just for good measure, put in 3 additional right there. Bread. So go ahead and get to bacon, because we need it. We really, really need it. So we're going to be in trouble pretty quick. I think we can unpause. Let's start with 3 and see if we can just go ahead and get them going with the berries. Because now these are going to start coming back in up here and they can actually be harvested. I think we're going to be okay. Grilled potatoes. And we're going to get into aqua farming at some point. Not this exact moment. But we will definitely get there. Yeah, these are going reasonably well. And as soon as we get the potatoes caught up, we're going to be in good shape. It's just, you know, sometimes I make dumb mistakes that cause little problems like this. But I don't think we have to worry about anything. See, like, this is already making 190 horsepower, and I'm pretty sure the design capacity on this thing is 180. So I really don't need to increase the speed of the flow at all. We're going to try anyway. We're going to see if we can get, yeah, we got to build more. Does that get us close enough? No? Yeah, so we still got some... Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, that's not going to be a big deal. Alright, turn these on to grilled potatoes once again. So now we only have 33 beavers to man these things. That's why these things are all still paused. And I think we can pretty safely just deprioritize the inventors. Not pause them because, you know, we are going to need them eventually. I think we're doing okay. This guy's doing his thing. So we have so much wheat. 1,160-ish wheat. This needs to be ground into flour and then baked. So I guess we should get going on that. So now we have I guess we're just prioritizing all of our food service here. That's fine. Could definitely be worse things to do. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape from now on that. We'll just have to be very careful about how we do our breeding pods. These are getting close. We do definitely need to beef up our water situation, so I think we just need to find a good spot to put those. And some of you were suggesting just put them on top of the river or figure something else out. Well, we haven't filled these up, so we really don't need to build any more right now anyway. Is this set to the right thing? 2.5? Yep, sure is. Guess we don't really need... I think we're probably okay setting this at 3. Probably doesn't even matter at all. Yeah. I think we'll be fine leaving it at that. Yeah, now we have almost 400 food. I think we've gotten past all of that that crisis stuff. We just need some more beavers. I'm still not used to the whole mechanics of this thing and how that's all working. That's going to take a little bit more time to get used to. But in the meantime, I think I don't want to use all of my science points unlocking just platforms. I feel like that's not super helpful. But how many tiles is this? Is this 5? 5 and 4. I could build suspension bridge across here. That would be completely pointless and a huge waste of time. And resources, mind you. But maybe for a future project might be fun. So we actually do need more wood storage. I don't know if I can squeeze another one in here without it being just really stupid. I think I can get away with it if I just pull one of these out of here. We'll get rid of the lumberjack flag, we'll get rid of the teeth grindstone, then we will move it immediately back over here. Then give this a platform, put a staircase right there, and then connect to that. That way I think that should work. I think that should be okay. So I guess the amount of berries that we're actually needing is going to be higher than what we've gotten rid of. I don't know if I can... I think I have to place berries from the forestry. Is this going to reach? Okay, yeah. Why did that do that? Huh. Okay, well that's kind of strange. Well, I guess that's because it's just, that area, maybe? Doesn't seem to care. Maybe I should plant some more. Just do those over here, see if that works. So I guess we don't need... I know I keep going back on this, but I think getting into dangerous territory here with the thinking. But I think we're going to be okay, just kind of leaving this how it is, especially with them planting these guys over here. I mean, these beavers ought to get born sometime, right? Not just going to take forever for forever's sake. What are we still waiting on to build? We haven't gotten to this. Why? Is it because we don't have builders? Okay, we have these two guys. What are they, Are they just not doing anything? Oh, okay, he's transporting goods. Oh, okay, because they're all building this thing. Oh my God, look at this. Okay. That's putting out a lot of horsepower. That is substantially faster. So whoever suggested that, you were actually correct. So thank you for taking care of that, helping us out with it. We're in a good spot now. So I think that's going to be fine. They're going to get over here and build all this log storage because we're actually kind of backed up on trees. We want to make sure we're keeping that going as much as we can. Now, can I think we're probably going to be building a lot over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and build... Keep clicking on the wrong thing again. I'm going to try and build that industrial log pile stack that we were talking about. I don't really know. I'm going to have to find a good spot to do it that's not going to be ridiculous. It's still probably going to be pretty ridiculous, so let's be honest with ourselves. What kind of range do we have from this? Okay, so it probably can't be down here, or else it's never going to be able to get up and down the thing. So it probably actually has to be up here. No, I'm sure there's someone out there that is frustrated at having to see me do this in real time. But you know, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you just got to do it this way. So I think if I've done this correctly, I've picked a good spot for this. Let's try... Well, I'm going to slow this down first off so I don't accidentally mess something up here. I think the move is going to be doing this way. And then just have this go up like that. I guess I could have gone the other way. It doesn't really matter. Go ahead and unlock the double platform because that's actually going to be useful for this. And then, sure, let's do the triple just because. If I can actually click on this correctly. And we'll do a double right there. So this might be ugly, but it is definitely going to be functional. If I can click on the right buttons here. That actually works. And you know, we could probably end up putting one of these, I can't research this guy yet, but one of these big boys up on top of this once it's done. I think this is going to be taking up a lot of planks, but I think we have the ability to make that work. That'll give them a nice project to to do all of their wood storage on. Why is this, okay, that building is full. So now they can actually take use of that. I don't think that's a bad spot for that. We just had to do something about this. Okay, we should have another couple beavers pretty soon. Let's see, our berry supply seems to have stabilized. Kind of. Because we need to make sure that we have berries disallowed at all of these other things. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. We just want to keep these small ones relatively berry free. Yeah, we're looking okay. Wow, they're going fast on this one. I did not think it was going to be such a quick thing here. We have capacity. It's not going to tell me storage capacity for the logs, is it? Okay, no, that's fine. And now that we have the triple platforms, I think. Okay, well, this is gonna happen to be two of them anyway, so we'll just go with the little double dude. We'll put another one of these pumps here. And it's gonna be good to get that done. That'll help a little bit more future-proofing. Should be putting us in a good place. Too far from a district. Oh, because there's no these things aren't built yet. Yes. So we should probably actually turn the planks back on now, even though we have 20 vacancies and no unemployed beavers. Yeah, we have doubled our power output by kind of blocking this in. That is excellent news. I guess we can go ahead and just get that guy going. So we have a couple more planks getting made. The gears are definitely important. Let's see, what else have we... yeah, they're making progress. They're doing something. What else can we get done while we are waiting? Because we're probably going to have to put another district over here somewhere. We're nowhere near being able to actually expand those, so don't worry. We're just we're in the growth stage. We're in the growth stage. We got a lot of growing we have to do, and I want to turn the rest of these back on, but I don't know that we have enough going on with our water storage quite yet. They're almost done with this, though. They shouldn't be too much longer. And then I think they're going to go ahead and take care of some of those other projects as well. Looks like our food is good. We've got still a ton of wheat. But we have the... well, we have some of the bread. These guys are just doing their thing. Making the wheat flour. Yeah, now, honestly, it's just a lot of waiting. Because we've been so far behind for so long on our population. I think they're not going to prefer to eat the berries because we have so many grilled potatoes to eat. So I think we can probably ahead and turn these back on and let people supply. I wonder if these beavers that have just been sitting here are just kind of saying that solution, because it has that breeding progress. Is that going to unpause? Is it going to resume from there? Is it like in a... Yeah. Yeah, okay. What is it in a Dragon Ball? They stick the guy in the tank, then he just like sits there absorbing energy forever. I guess that's what this is. I don't know. It's been probably, geez, 15 years since I've seen any Dragon Ball stuff. It was on I think it was on the Toonami block on Cartoon Network when I would get home from school. Around the time Code Lyoko was airing for the first time, if you remember that. So that would have been 2004, 2005. There's probably some of you who watched this channel that weren't even born then, so gonna make me feel old. Anyway, so I guess that's the energy these guys are kind of rocking with here. So we'll see when they emerge what kind of powers they have. But yeah, day and a half left of the drought, or until the drought rather. I think we're doing fine. We're stocking up on our planks and gears. And once we get a couple more people, beavers, whatever, you know, same kind of thing, we're going to get the smelter going again, because I do want to get to engines. But it's going to be a process, excuse me. Because we have to have these guys working, and they're just not prioritizing. So I guess at the top of this, there's room for that to go up another couple layers, actually. The only reason I kind of stopped is because we were using a lot of planks to build these platforms. But I think that could be a good central storage space for all of our wood. We are going to have multiples in different spots, like we have some here, we have some here, we have some here. And then once we start building other stuff over here, we're also going to have some over there. It's just a matter of, you know, we have to be able to keep track of what we're doing and manage stuff appropriately. Need to turn that into a priority thing. And we still don't have enough beavers for water to really be that big of a concern outside of, you know, these 6 thirsty dudes that are going to be very, very resource demanding. No available workers. Oh, okay, we have 8 beaver babies, so, you know, in a little bit of time we'll be all right. We'll get things going. We'll get these jobs gradually filled back in. And now, of course, drought started. So we can go ahead and pause all of these, so we don't waste any more time. Or any more beavers, rather. Now we gotta get cutting. What are they spending their time doing? Or we just have that many jobs that need to be done where they're not even considering chopping down wood? That seems not ideal. Well, that's life in Beaverville. Beaverburg, I think is what we called this one. Now we wait. More and more and more waiting. But we do have some resources, so I wonder if it's not a bad idea for us to do a little bit of decorating. I'm going to hesitate to really put anything on top of buildings, because I think we're going to want to get a lot more vertical. We do have a ton of... oh, we actually don't have that much. We only have 9 unoccupied spaces. And we don't have the science points to unlock any of these. So I think we might actually want to go ahead and stack these again, because we can. We have the technology. Did that connect in the middle? Yes. And I was thinking the idea behind that is this is the same height as right here, so we could probably turn this, if it's not more storage by the time we get there, because we haven't built all this yet, but we could turn this into one of those rooftop recreation areas maybe, and just build on top of these to get there. I think we might actually do that, because we've got a rooftop terrace. Would be nice to put right here. And then another one over here. Yeah, we actually have the double platform now, so we can go ahead and put this guy in. And then I think the only reason we weren't building these storages is because we didn't want to use all those planks. So, again, they take 80 each. I'm not going to turn those on right now. But we're going to be in a spot pretty quick where we can actually take advantage of all of that. And I think if we do this right, we might even be able to connect these things, which would be fun, I think. Yeah. This might be really dumb, but I think it's fun to get stuff connected like that. Verticality means nothing if you can't get between different types of buildings while you're up in the air. A little bit of a, I guess, city design theory for you. It's not always a hard and fast rule, but it is very useful if you're up in the area to not have to go all the way back down to the ground to get into another building. And this seemed like a pretty obvious connection right here. I mean, it's not going to add that much distance to it. We are going to put another staircase at the end here to get our beavers back down, because they are going to need to be able to get up there. But, you know, anytime you have the chance to get stuff connected up, probably a pretty smart move. So that's going to take them probably a little while to actually get done. Just got to keep on keeping on. We have 385 berries. I think we're going to be okay for our breeding pods. Just want to make sure that we don't run out of anything. But I think for now we're doing okay. We do need to start thinking about how we're going to get our water storage a little bit more robust, I guess is the word we're going to be looking for here. I think the obvious quick answer is to build platforms on top of here, but I want to actually dynamite most of this out to add a little bit of drought insurance, and we don't have dynamite yet, which, you know, is understandable. We're in episode 4, cycle 8. Most people, I don't think, get that far that quick, and it's going to be a while before we get there. Probably quicker than the last playthrough, though. I don't think we're going to be hurting for that. Yeah, they're working here. Getting all that stuff done. We are running out of planks, but I think we should still have enough to get these stairs done. Hoping that's what they're going to do instead of building these. Although, I guess you can never really tell what they're going to end up doing first. You don't really get to control them like that. Unless we make this a very low priority, which I will now do. I think that's going to let them get to this stuff, except they kind of haven't at all. That's okay. There's lots of stuff to be done. Are we harvesting these dandelions? I don't think we are. We need a gatherer flag here. Yep. We'll just put one just so they have something to do. Because we can use those for all sorts of fun purposes. Speaking of fun purposes, let's see. Healer is going to require metal. So we're going to have to... This is why I wanted to make these smelters early on, because, you know, you actually need the metal for a whole lot of stuff. And we don't have the science points right now to worry about it anyway, so, yeah. We'll get there. We're no longer in danger of having all of our beavers die. I think we're in a pretty stable spot. Just need to keep growing the population. I think if this were a Folktales playthrough, I'd probably already have, like, I don't know, 200 beavers approaching the end of cycle 8. But, you know, it's a different strategy, different stuff going on in this one. And it's always fun to learn how this stuff works when you're not super familiar with it. So in the meantime, what else can we be doing here? We already put a campfire down. Teeth grindstones. We probably should just go ahead and put a couple of these around areas where beavers are going to be cutting wood. You know, we could probably actually put a staircase going up to here. I probably should have done that. Probably should have done that over here instead of building the way I did. It would be down one here, down one here. That probably wouldn't. I'd have to take away some of these trees to get it to work the way I want, or I could just go up here and have it connect. But I think if we were going to have stairs that go up here, I'd want them to go this way, because then they could then go back down over here. Well, droughts over anyway. It's not like that really matters. So they're going to get back to work. And we are going to, now we have 38 adults, I think, instead of 33 or 34. We're going to turn back on some of our plank machines here. I think we have enough gears for now. There we go, and they're going to get back to work. We're still in great need of more beavers, but I think we're in a good spot anyway. And now we have all of this extra space. We're not going to have to worry about our housing for quite a while, which is a very good feeling. So now that we don't have anything else under construction that requires planks, I think we're probably going to be in a good place to start building more of these warehouses. We'll start with just one for now. Let them build this thing and then store some of this food that we're baking, you know? We have so much bread. Man, I didn't think we were going to get that much bread off. Okay, we have wheat over here too. Kind of forgot about that, but we've been really getting after it with the food, which is extremely good. Yeah, these beavers are dying of old age. We got to stop that. It's not conducive to long-lasting gameplay here. I just need more bodies to work this stuff. That's the problem. Because I kind of mismanaged the early game with regard to keeping beavers alive and regulating the breeding pods and everything. So it makes it kind of difficult to make sure that everything is running completely smoothly. I think we have enough water and blueberries to add some more breeding pods, but I'm also kind of wary of doing anything else. Just because I know they're waiting. They're waiting to find an opportunity to mess everything up. So I guess we have to stick with 6 for now. We're going to get some more of these guys pretty soon anyway. I guess that goes a little slower than I thought it did. But yeah, I mean, overall, there's not really anything to be upset about. I'm sure you could nitpick if we really wanted to, but so much of this is going so well. I don't really have any complaints to speak of here. Water supply's looking good. We still have under 50 beavers, which is pretty small for how far along we are in the game. Kind of, I guess, min-maxing our beaver, whatever the beaver version of human resources would be. Beaver resources, that doesn't sound quite as menacing. This is done, which means we can get rooftop terrace going. Looks like they've already started. They have 6 logs. Get that done. And then we should get some more bonus points here for our social life section. And now we need knowledge too. But I don't want to divert anybody's work time to the inventors because, you know, there's just so much else that needs to be done. It's kind of hard to justify taking anybody away from that, you know? And I think we're okay on food. But now they're all working these manufacturing jobs. Well, some of them at least. Let's go ahead and unpause these. I think the way I have this set up, we should, I don't need those guys to be that high on it. I think the way we have stuff set up, it should be okay. I got a lot of that, so I can actually make him a lower priority. He can go work somewhere else while we're waiting. Yeah. So that's good progress right there. Man, this guy is just zooming. Doing the absolute most with his this power. Can I fit another one of those next to it? No, it's not enough space. Not enough space. Of course, I'd have to build the platform again for this because none of it's gonna let me do anything. I guess I could put this here, but that's not gonna do anything there. I wonder, because now I kind of want to mess with this where it's too deep, and actually too deep, like the water actually goes that high up. But I don't think today is going to be the day that that happens. Yikes, we just had 4 beavers die of old age on the same day. That's rough. That's going to cause some problems. But eventually, if we have 6 breeding pods with this small of a population, we will eventually increase. It's just some pretty unfortunate timing and a little bit of lack of planning on my part to run into that problem. But I think stuff's going fine. We do have so many potatoes. I think we can make sure these guys are working responsibly if we have to have them do something else. I think we're okay. So you can turn those back to normal productivity, so they'll take over that if they have the ability. Is there anything else we can put in that doesn't cost a ton of points? See, all this stuff costs like 60 or 80 points to unlock, so we really can't do any of this right now. Let alone any of the golems or anything. This guy is still way far away. I guess the most logical thing to branch into next would be paper. So we can get into dynamite. But that requires science that we don't have. And there's other sorts of buildings to build there. And I don't think I want to make this the main industrial area anyway. This is just here. So I think, especially once we get engines fully set up, I think I want to have like industrial in one of these areas where it's nice and flat, or could be flat, after a little bit of terraforming or what have you. So that way everything can just be in like one space, like we had in the last playthrough on the Folktales. We had Mine Mountain over there. I want to do something kind of similar. But it's going to take time. We just have to keep waiting for our beavers to finish their stuff. But we do have this rooftop terrace here. Looks like that's adding to their social life stats. Grilled chestnuts, cattail crackers, spatterdock, and maple pastries. So we can actually... We've been hoarding chestnuts, and you can't eat them raw. A lot of you have pointed that out. So let's, yeah, turn these 2 into grilled chestnuts. And I think we can probably justify routing a couple beavers to work in here, just so we can get those extra points from having our beavers have a variety of things to munch on. Alright, so now we have another adult beaver. It's just we have such a lack of manpower. It's just hard to get everything taken care of all at once. Yes, these guys are... I thought I hadn't paused. Guess there's no available worker, no available worker. I think we can safely put all of these lumberjack flags now at normal priority. Lumber mills are higher priority. That's fine. Scavenger flags low priority. That's good. Water dumps are fine. So really the only production buildings we should be emphasizing right now are probably food production and stuff to make planks, because obviously we need planks to make half of the stuff in here. I think we're okay. Forester, I guess, is probably an important job. We should probably leave them alone. Yeah, we're fine. They'll allocate automatically anyway. I see all these beavers complaining they're hungry. There's tons of food. Just go eat. And there actually is tons of food before somebody makes a comment about that. I don't always ignore. Do not always ignore the food needs of my beavers. I have 187 planks. That's a good start. We have so much bread. So I guess we can turn these back on. Even though there's not going to be any priority for it. Huh. I guess that's going to have to be fine. I do like having all this done. That's nice to have that connectivity right there. And I do think we're probably going to have to end this episode at the start of the next droughts, just so it doesn't get too long. There we go. Now we're getting all those bonuses from the chestnuts. Yep. Okay, and if we had the science points, let me just check how many this requires. 500. Yeah, that's going to be a while. It's going to be a while to get those. But if we had the science points, I'd do the Tapper Shack immediately, because then we can do other stuff. But we don't. So if I don't dynamite this out, you know, that's something we can do real quick. Is we can put in, we can't because I can't unlock it. If I had the science points, I would already have unlocked the aquatic farmhouse. But I was about to say we could just make all of this into aquatic plants. We could put in some cattails and some spatterdock and all that, and improve our beaver's diet that way. But we don't have the science, so it's not like that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe next episode, maybe a little later. Let's see, what other kind of little things can we fix before we say goodbye today? Does this actually connect here? Yep, it does. I guess we could add another large water tank. Is just, I kind of wanted to build on top of this, but I didn't want to if it was going to turn into a problem. So I guess we can get away with doing this. Just put these two here. And then we can have a... I wonder if I should have that go up, if that would be beneficial at all. Probably couldn't hurt. I don't see any reason why that wouldn't be a super smart idea. I don't know. We'll see. I just like stuff to connect, you know. Makes it a lot easier to get stuff done efficiently if there's always a bunch of different routes that they can choose to go to places, you know. So now we actually have 42 beavers. We're looking good. How are we looking on this? Yeah, okay, everybody's got all their different foods. We've got this, a bunch of people getting the wet fur. We might have to put a wet fur trap in here somewhere. But there's still so much we can actually get to that we haven't even looked at yet. Aesthetics, of course, we have to unlock all that, and we just don't have the science points for it, so it is what it is. But I think for now, we're doing pretty well. I guess we could maybe look to see if we can unlock the shrines. You know, we could. The only benefit that gives is a +1 to spirituality. But... why not? Let's just make sure there's nothing else that would be a better usage of our science points. I don't think there's going to be anything that requires 400, and we can't get there anyway. That's 250. That's 150. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. We'll save up for the aquatic farmhouse. We'll be good. We'll do the right thing. We'll save up for the aquatic farmhouse and plant some aquatic plants, and then we'll say goodbye for today's episode. How about that? That seems like it would be a smart usage of time. So let's go ahead and unlock that. And I think put in right here. And then we'll put the stairs right there. Then I think, yeah, we can get almost this whole way down here. So let's do some cattails on this side. Yep, and then some spatterdock on this side. That'll let us go all the way down here. I got one more. Cool. That is actually going to benefit all of our beavers. So, that's good news. Just waiting on them to put in some planks. And then they can go to work. Nothing to do in range. Are you sure about that? There's plenty for you to do in range. We have all this. Yeah, there we go. Now we have something for them to do. And we can turn in, instead of, well, I should probably honestly just build more grills anyway. But we have grilled chestnuts. We've got 180 something. We could probably turn one of these into grilled spatterdock, which I know we don't have right now, but we will once this ends up growing in 12 days. But it's good to be prepared. That is definitely a good and helpful welcome addition. Let's see. I am going to probably, this wheat is young, I'm probably going to move the wheat over here. Now that we have these extra berry bushes over here, I'm going to get rid of these. And we'll let them take care of all that. I'm going to move the wheat over here. So we can then, we're going to have to be quick on this. As it gets harvested, we'll have to hit it with the old delete key. Because this is going to be all production buildings. Just for efficiency's sake, we'll go ahead and plant our wheat right here. Leave space for, yeah, come harvest this stuff. I need all this space. We'll leave space for another aquatic farmhouse and some other stuff if we need it. I don't think we're going to need another one. Oh, but here comes that drought in 3 days. We are almost to the end of today's episodes. We're going to try and get as much of this finished, quote-unquote, improved a little bit as possible. Yeah, but this is going to be good progress. Good progress. Lots to be happy with here. Finally on the upswing with our food and our water supply, and everything is looking just peachy. Looking fine. We got tons of wheat. I'm not worried about it. Oh, this stuff's actually going to take a while to grow. Not all of it, but a pretty good amount. Thinking these guys are going to be good. I'll turn that over to gathering. I guess we can utilize the last couple of days of not a drought to get some of these gears made up. And I know it was kind of an unorthodox route we took to get here, but I think we've positioned ourselves very well for the future now that everything is... Nope, don't plant anything there. I guess it doesn't care. Alright, we'll just have to leave that as it is. We'll fix that next episode. We're just gradually eliminating all of our wheat over here, and we'll make this a little bit nicer of a spot here. And it's still going to be probably the end of the drought before we have any spatterdock. But I think we're going to be in good shape, doing just fine. Collecting carrots. This is all food here. I'm hoping this is all food. Why are the gears over here? Okay, that doesn't need to be there. Actually, we just want to make all of this only food, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, don't need metal blocks, don't need... Why? Jeez. Planks. No. Don't need scrap metal. Don't need treated planks. I don't need explosives. No, no, no. I think... Well, this ought to be fine, just limiting it to that stuff. We are going to have more storage over here. Just not at this exact moment. Yeah, we got half a day left. Let's go ahead and take it off of turbo speed. I think this is pretty good improvement. We got our tower of logs right here, and they're actually stored here, which is fun. And this area hasn't changed at all, so we're not going to worry about that. But I think we can be pretty happy with this. Lots of little incremental improvements. Things to tide us over into the future. But yeah, we're just about out of time for this episode. So let's find a good thumbnail shot. I think this looks pretty nice right here. Should be able to get our numbers here. The beard dude right here. Timberborn across the top. Should be good. We'll go up just a little higher. And there we go. That'll be our thumbnail. Turn this back on. Yeah. That's it for today. As always, I love having comments to respond to, talk about the game. If you have any advice, tips, tricks, or comments about what I'm doing, what you might want to see me do, feel free to leave them below. I read every comment and I respond when I can. And I look forward to some fun discourse talking about the game and just enjoying each other's company. So don't be shy. Lots of you guys are really good about leaving comments that are helpful and entertaining and all that good stuff. So keep it up. I really appreciate those. It's good that you guys are liking the videos, and I am enjoying making them. So we're having a good time. We're going to keep going until we are sick and tired of this game, which I don't think is going to be very soon. But yeah, just to give you a little heads up for the rest of the week, I guess weekend now. Tomorrow, as of the posting of this video, tomorrow, Saturday, might try and do a live stream in the morning, my time, Eastern Daylight Time in the United States. So I will let you guys know about that. We're going to do probably a video or a live stream on Ostriv as well this weekend. And then hopefully Monday, if all goes according to plan, I've got another new game on the channel. And it's one a couple of you might be familiar with. But it is a new game. Developer gave me a Steam key, and I'm excited to check it out and see what that's all about. Been seeing a lot of hype for it. So it should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, some point this weekend, possibly tonight, Friday night, maybe do a little bit of a Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/jcthebeard, but we'll see. See what happens. As always, I can't guarantee that I'm going to have time to do a Twitch stream or anything. That takes a lot of effort on a night after work to come home and do all that, especially if I'm already going to record a video for an hour and get that put up. But speaking of, we just passed over the hour mark in the raw recording. At least there'll be a little bit at the beginning that gets cut out of all the loading. So, probably like 58, 59 minutes. Pretty good episode length in my opinion. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad that we can enjoy playing the game together and just relaxing and having some chill post-apocalyptic beaver vibes. It's always a good time. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.